Feeding proprietary corporate data into public large language models exposes organizations to severe data leakage. Once a confidential document is uploaded, it enters external servers outside of company control. Kerdos Infrasoft provides a secure alternative, a highly scalable, 100% private document Q&A system. By the end of this video, you will know how to deploy a system that queries internal PDFs, Word documents, and CSVs, guaranteeing that not a single byte of data ever leaves your local servers. Utilizing Kerdos's pre-built AI pipelines eliminates external security risks, and it cuts time to production by 40% compared to building a pipeline from scratch. Before any AI ingestion begins, we must establish an isolated zero-trust network environment. Zero Trust is a security framework requiring strict identity verification for every person and device, regardless of whether they are inside or outside the network perimeter. Keeping all processing strictly internal guarantees data residency. This enclosed environment ensures full compliance with the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, which regulates the processing of digital personal data in India. We secure the data perimeter at rest using AES 256 encryption. This 256-bit standard is mathematically invulnerable to brute force attacks. For moving data, we route traffic through a TLS 1.3 encrypted pipeline into an active processing zone. Establishing this foundational lockdown is the only viable path for heavily regulated industries to deploy AI while meeting strict SOC 2 or HIPAA compliance requirements. With the environment secured, the first operational step is initiating an isolated session and uploading corporate files using the Kerdos REST API. Alternatively, engineering teams can handle ingestion programmatically via the Python SDK, using the command kb equals knowledgebase.index documents. The system automatically processes complex file types like PDFs and Word documents, stripping away formatting to extract the raw text components. This raw text is systematically divided into precise 512-character chunks, maintaining a 64-character overlap between segments to preserve sentence context. Breaking documents into these uniform, bite-sized blocks is the mandatory physical requirement that allows a machine learning model to accurately search unstructured corporate knowledge. Next, the pipeline converts those text chunks into vector embeddings using a CPU-optimized mini-LEM model. Vector embeddings are numerical arrays that represent text, allowing computers to measure the semantic similarity between different concepts. These numerical arrays are stored directly in a local face in-memory index. FACE is a library developed for highly efficient similarity search and clustering of dense vectors. Because this indexing happens entirely in memory, the system architecture is instantly wiped the moment the user's session ends. This zero persistence architecture eliminates the risk of lingering data exposure after an employee finishes their query. The final user action is submitting a natural language question through the Kerdos Chat UI or the API endpoint. During the retrieval phase, the FACE index mathematically compares the prompt to the stored vectors, identifying the most highly relevant data chunks. The private Llama 3.1 model receives only those specific retrieved chunks to generate its response. Restricting the model to this specific context guarantees zero hallucinations and allows the system to provide exact, clickable document citations. We can scale this localized pipeline across an entire organization using Kerdos's elastic cloud architecture patterns. To deploy this reliably at an enterprise scale, the infrastructure must maintain a strict 99.99% uptime target. In healthcare, patient wait times decrease 40% and diagnostic accuracy increases 25%. In manufacturing, production efficiency rises 40%, while defect rates drop 35%. In smart cities, integrated platforms deliver a 30% service improvement for 2 million citizens. Protecting your data is the baseline requirement. The true value of private AI is driving massive, measurable operational gains across regulated industries at scale. We've established a secure data repository, an active Retrieval-Augmented Generation pipeline, and a locally hosted LLM. Operating entirely on local servers achieves zero data leakage, all while operating at a vastly accelerated deployment speed. Engineering teams can start building immediately by installing the open-source SDK using the command pip install Kerdos AI. For custom on-premise architecture, visit the Kerdos Infrasoft website to book a discovery call. Build smarter and scale your enterprise faster.